This video will give a brief overview of how to create electronic QAPPs, eQAPPs, in FUDSChem. The eQAPP Setup tool allows you to create an electronic version of the UFP QAPP. It is used to ensure that all methods and analyte lists in the electronic COCs, ChemField files, and lab data are consistent with project requirements. The eQAPP also determines how the Automated Data Review, ADR, process will apply certain qualifiers to sample results. To begin, go to Tools, Data, eQAPP Setup. First, select the project in the Project Name dropdown. The nearby Add Screen Checks button should be clicked at the beginning of a project to ensure that data will be screened properly in later steps. To verify whether checks have been set up yet, you can go to Reports, Environmental Setup Reports, Active Screening Checks. If your project appears in the Project dropdown, that means checks have already been set up. If you do not see your project listed, return to the eQAPP Setup tool and click Add Screen Checks. The eQAPP Setup tool has 11 different tabs, which we recommend completing in order as a best practice. We will go over each of the tabs briefly in this video. For more detailed information on each tab, please refer to our eQAPP Tutorials playlist, linked in the description. Additionally, clicking this question mark icon on the right will bring up a written overview. The Project tab gives information on the status of the eQAPP. There are no updates that need to be made on this tab initially, and we will come back to it once we have completed the other tabs. The main features to note include the current status, status history, version, self-serve errors to warnings tool, and hard copy document association. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Project tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Pals tab. This tab displays a list of available project action limits that can be added to the project. It contains the latest versions of the EPA regional screening levels in addition to other screening levels that have been approved by the EMCX. If a desired project action limit is not included in this interface, you may add it as a custom PAL. We go over this process in our eQAPP Custom PAL tutorial video, linked in the description. PALs that are added to the project can be prioritized within matrices. You can choose to have the system automatically update the project quantitation limit goals using the dropdowns in the lower right. The project quant goals will be seen later, once we get to the Analyte Limits tab. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Pals tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Copy QAPP tab. This tab allows you to select analysis method templates from a given source project and copy them into your eQAPP. These methods are populated with default values and can be customized in subsequent tabs to fit the project. The QSM templates include the analytes and LCS and MS criteria from the QSM documentation. Additional methods that have been approved by the EMCX are also available for selection. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Copy QAPP tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Methods tab. This tab allows you to modify parameters for each analysis, including specifying a method version. To edit any of the parameters, simply click on the desired cell and update as necessary. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Method tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Matrix tab. This tab allows you to modify matrices and units, as well as other parameters. Standardized units have been established for the FUDS program and are automatically applied in the eQAPP templates, but you can adjust units as needed for your project. In most cases, the default container and preservation for the FUDSChem templates come from the EPA methods. They will be populated based on the original method template selected in the eQAPP tab. Unneeded matrices should be removed. However, for projects limited to soil sampling, be careful not to remove aqueous matrices if the team will collect aqueous field QC samples, such as trip blanks. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Matrix Tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Sample Prep tab. This tab allows you to modify the preparation or extraction methods for each matrix. In most cases, the default preparation methods for the FUDSChem templates come from the EPA methods. They will be populated based on the original method template selected. Unneeded prep methods should be removed. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Sample Prep tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Once preparation and extraction methods have been updated, select the QC Elements tab. This tab allows you to modify the QC elements and validation flags for each analysis method. Most of the default flags are from the DoD validation guidelines. You can click directly on the element abbreviation to see a drop-down that includes the full name of each element. Additional QC elements can be added and unneeded QC elements should be removed. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP QC Elements tab tutorial video, linked in the description. As a reminder, we recommend completing each tab in order for the best chances of success. Finishing these method-level tabs before moving on to the following tabs will help the process go smoothly. Let's move on to the PAL Associations tab. This tab allows you to associate the limits from the PALs tab with specific methods. Note that clicking the Associate button will update the project quantitation goals listed on the Analyte Limits tab according to the preferences from the PALs tab, shown in the lower left. If preferences are changed in the PALs tab, or if new analytes are added in the Analyte Limits tab, their project quantitation limits will not update unless the PAL and method are unassociated and reassociated to trigger the update. For more information, please refer to our PAL Associations tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Analyte Limits tab. This tab allows you to modify the analytes, project quant goals, and associated reporting limits. The default analyte lists are determined by the method template selected in the eQAPP tab. Additional analytes and surrogates can be added as needed. Unneeded analytes and surrogates should be removed. Limits should be populated. Note, you can export the limits using the Export/Import Analyte Limits tool, edit them in Excel, then import the file to update the limits here. This tab also allows you to associate analytes to particular surrogates, as in the case of acid and base associations, using the surrogate code. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Analyte Limits tab tutorial video and our eQAPP Analyte Limits export tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Holding Times tab. This tab allows you to modify holding times. The default holding times for the templates come from the EPA methods in most cases. The rejection factor is used to calculate gross hold time values. If analytes were manually added in the Analyte Limits tab, the hold times and rejection factors may need to be populated manually. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Holding Times tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, select the Analyte Criteria tab. This tab allows you to edit the QC criteria associated with each analyte. The criteria for each QC element come from the QSM in most cases. You can export the criteria using the Export/Import Analyte Criteria tool, edit in Excel, then import the file to update the criteria here. QC elements can be added or removed as appropriate. Alternatively, you may mark criteria inactive using the checkbox on the far right. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Analyte Criteria Tab tutorial video, linked in the description. After all tabs have been filled out, return to the Project tab and screen the eQAPP. If there are errors, click the View Errors Report button to review the error log. For help troubleshooting eQAPP errors, please refer to our eQAPP troubleshooting tutorial video, linked in the description. Once the eQAPP is error-free, the Certify QAPP button will become available. Before certifying, you can include a message in the Reason for Change box and select users from the Notify on Status Change dropdown. Selected users will receive a notification when you click Certify QAPP. Once certified, the eQAPP will be ready for the lab to review. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Lab Acknowledgement tutorial video, linked in the description. Once acknowledged, you will be able to click the Submit for Approval button, then the USACE chemist can review and approve the eQAPP. A summary of the eQAPP setup can be found under Reports, Environmental Setup Reports, to help with review. Alternatively, worksheets can be generated under Reports, UFP QAPP Worksheets. These worksheets can also be incorporated into a hard copy QAPP. For more information, please refer to our Environmental Setup Reports overview videos and our UFP QAPP Worksheets overview video, linked in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.